What's up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Welcome, sisters. Welcome, sisters. Limitless sisters to tonight's Thursday Night Live with Myra. I'm so glad you're here. It is 7:01. I'm going to give more people time to sign in. If you are out there and you remember that tonight is Thursday Night Live. I almost said Saturday Night Live. Lord have mercy. Thursday Night Live with Myra. So I'm glad you're here. Um, Tonight, we're going to be talking about steps to setting our goals, steps to moving closer to where we want to be in life, to those dreams of ours. And I wanted to, hello, my beautiful sister, Lordine. So glad to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to wait a few more minutes and then we'll get started so that we can go on with our evening. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're doing well tonight. It is Thursday. It's my um, first week back from vacation or staycation. I had an amazing time just being at home, actually doing nothing, right? I just took some time to care for myself. So, um, if you're not able to make it live and you're watching the replay, just let me know in the comments that you're watching the replay. And I'll start with introducing myself for all of the new members that I have this week. My name is Myra. I'm a licensed professional counselor in the state of Georgia, and I am an empowerment coach. I work with women who are tired of being stuck. You're ready to get unstuck and more and reconnected with your dreams, with your goals, with all those things you've always wanted to do in life, but didn't feel like it was the right time or you had what was needed to accomplish your goals. We are here to help you on your journey, whether that be a weight loss goal, whether it be a career goal, a relationship goal, going back to school, whatever that is. I am here to support you on this journey so that you can have the life that you've always dreamed of. All right, so let's start with why we're here tonight, and that's to discuss steps to reaching your goal, to achieving whatever your goal is. It takes steps. Earlier this week, I shared a story about when I first finished grad school, got my associate license. I decided I was just going to jump out there and start my own practice. I was an associate licensed professional counselor, which means I wasn't fully licensed. But I didn't know that I couldn't have my own practice unless I was, or unless I was working under someone. I was so excited. I had the belief in myself to do it. I felt like I had the tools necessary to do it. I felt like I had the drive necessary to do it. I had the mindset necessary to do it. But what I didn't have was a plan. I did not have a plan for what I needed to do. I had not written down a thing. I had dreams, I had goals, but I didn't write them down. And the quote that comes to mind is um, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's kind of what happened. I got out there trying to find a place, trying to do this, do that. Had all of these stumbling blocks, and I'm like, oh my God, the devil is working against me. He doesn't want me to do this thing, blah, blah, blah. I was just so upset and discouraged and felt like the whole world was against me. Well, they weren't. They were just telling me the facts that you have to have a plan. No matter what that goal is, no matter what you want to do, you have to have a plan. And I failed to do that. So, things didn't work out. And I left the job after I'd been there 15 years. And, I basically had to start over. Now, for some people, that can work. It depends on what you're doing. You can just take that leap of faith and jump out there without a plan, and it just kind of works for you. Most times that won't happen. So it's important to have a plan. And so tonight, I just wanted to go over a few steps. It's not all of them, but just give you a few tips and steps on what to do to achieve your goal. All right. So the steps I want to talk about tonight are writing your goals down, um, changing your mindset, and discouragement. Writing your goals down, working on your mindset, and what happens when you get discouraged. All right. So, first things first, you need to write it down. What happens when you go to the bank to apply for a loan for a business that you're so excited, you have this idea, what you want to do, but you need resources, you need finances. So, you go to the bank. If you don't have anyone to invest in, you go to the bank, get a loan. What's one of the first questions they ask? What is your business plan? We need to see your business plan. You go in there empty handed, they're going to be like, sorry, not sorry. We need a business plan before we can even start this. So you need to write things down. Um, you need to, uh, excuse me, you need to have an idea of how you're going to start and what you want in the end. How are you going to pay for this? Where you're going to have your business or whatever? How are you going to get back to school? What do you need to do in your life to have a better relationship? Or what do you want that relationship to look like? Write things down. You have to have a plan. Step one, I'm going to do this. So I'll use myself for an example. When I decided to go back to school, step one, I had to figure out how I was going to pay for it. So I wrote down that ideas. Number two, what school was I going to go to and could I afford it? What did that look like, right? And then step three, what did I want to get my degree in? What do I want to do with the rest of my life? Write that down. You need to sit down and write out your goal, period. First step, sit down, write out your goal. If you can't, there's nothing more you can do without it written down. You have to um, know what you want and really think about what you want. So that kind of leads into step two, which is your mindset. We can believe that we want to do certain things, that we can accomplish certain things, but then there are times when we don't believe it. Like people can tell you, "Oh, you're good at this, you're good at that, you should do this, you should do that." But if you don't believe it, if you don't have the mindset to do it, or if you don't think you're worth it, you'll never get it done. Um, you have to be able to visualize yourself doing it and know that you're worth it and know that you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to. I gave them an example in my group the other night of, um, like when I first started my practice, I didn't even, I knew that people would want to work with me, but I didn't know if a lot of people would want to work with me. I wasn't sure. Like I believed in myself, but I wasn't sure. So I had to realize that what I was doing, I was gifted to do. I had to change the way I thought about myself and my gifts and my talents. And I had to believe in myself in order to be the therapist that I really knew I was, or that people told me I was. And sometimes I just didn't believe it. I didn't believe I could have a successful business, but I do. And it took me changing the idea of whether or not I was capable, whether or not I was smart enough, whether or not I was educated enough, whether or not people would want to work with me. I had to change what I was thinking about myself. And that's what you have to be able to visualize yourself. Like I remember the day that I got the name of my business, and I wrote it all out and I did a vision board. I wrote everything out and picked out all the furniture I wanted and how I wanted it set up. Because I could see it. I could see the colors in my mind, but it started there. so that I could actually believe that I could have these things. You have to, I found you can begin to work on your mindset long before you tackle the first goal. Develop a positive, glass half full approach to every aspect of your life, including your thoughts and how you will achieve your goal. So if that means doing affirmations, if that means doing your research, reading inspirational books, if that means getting a mentor, someone that is where you want to be, and seeing how their mind works and changing from a, what do you call it? Changing from a, oh, I can't think of what it's called, where a scarcity mentality to a abundance mentality, because that takes work, especially when you've been told what you could or couldn't do, or what your race could or couldn't do, or you being a woman, what you can or cannot do. You have to change the way you think about what you want to do. I mean, just think though. Let's just look at our new find something else. She need to think of something else to do with her life and not have those inspirations, because she's black, she's a woman, and the good old glass ceiling, right? Her mindset was like, I can do it. I can do whatever I put my mind to. So the building doesn't come through, the support doesn't come through. You have an event, nobody shows up. You have a group, nobody shows up, nobody joins. So you get really discouraged. I'm going to share this story too. I guess about 6 months into my business, I had a session on Saturday, and I had like 5 people lined up, and I was so excited. I was so excited, so proud of myself. I had 5 people lined up. I'm about to get paid, right? Not one single person showed up. Not one. Not one single person showed up for their appointment. They didn't call. They didn't cancel. They were no call, no show. I made $0 that day. And I sat in the floor and I cried completely. I was like, oh my God, I have really made a mistake. I'm not supposed to be doing this. God is trying to tell me something. Like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Hello, Miss Margaret. Glad to see you. Hello, Cecilia. Thank you for being here. Did I miss anybody else? No. Thank you all for being here. Now back to my story. I sat in the floor and I cried. I was like, I have really messed up. I used my savings account to start this business. And now I'm like, I have completely just messed up. And I was so discouraged that day. I wanted to just quit, call my old job back and say, can you hire me? Can I come back? I made a mistake, blah, blah, blah. But there was just something in me that was like, no, ma'am, you're not. And that I was where I was supposed to be. I was where God wanted me to be. So I didn't give up. And yeah, things just kind of worked out well. I'm going to recap what we talked about. The first step in achieving your goal is making sure you write it down. Write it down. Have a plan. The second one we talked about was our mindset. What do we believe about ourselves? What do we see for ourselves? What do we believe that we're worth? And then finally, what do we do when discouragement comes? Because it's coming. We just keep pushing. We believe in ourselves. We ask for help, and we believe that all things are possible. So I thank you all for being here, spending this time with me tonight. I hope that I said something that will encourage you. This is just a small sample of what we actually do in my coaching program. This is just a little bit. If you're more interested in working with me as a coach, just um, send me a message in my DM, and I will be more than happy to have a conversation with you. Let's talk about what you need and what you want and what you believe for yourself. And yeah, I would just love to have a moment to talk to you. And I want to encourage you guys to invite someone to join this group. This group is for any woman who is ready to get unstuck and reconnected to her goals. I'm sorry, not her goals, her purpose, so that she can achieve her goals and have the life that she's always wanted to have, the dream. Because I believe dreams don't have deadlines. I believe that you can do whatever it is you want to do as long as you have breath in your body and the belief in yourself and the determination to do it. And I am here to help and assist you in it, to walk with you through it so that you can achieve that thing, whatever it is that you've always wanted to achieve. This is Myra. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a beautiful evening, and I will see you guys next week on Thursday Night Live, where we'll have a totally different topic, and we're going to just have good conversation, and I look forward to working with you. All right? Have a beautiful evening. Talk to you ladies later. Peace out, everybody.